Hey guys, it's me, Mr. Starzard, and I am back with more Draft League content. I know it's been a long time. I've had some stuff going on in my life, but things are good now. And I am actually part of the Royal Draft League Season 6. It seems to be like a league that's full of a lot of really good talent, and I stand to learn a lot here. It's a very large league. There's actually 3 conferences of 12 teams. So I will not be doing weekly recaps for the entire league. Obviously, it's not my league, and there's a lot of people, so I won't be doing that. But I will be doing team builders for my specific matches, and I actually have a match in about an hour. So what I'm going to be doing here is kicking off this video with a team builder, and then after the team builder is complete, I will make sure I get the actual draft league match edited into the video and all that, so you can watch all the content all in one sitting. So let's go ahead and jump into the team builder here. Alright, so this is what we're looking at. I am up against the Georgia Tech Beedrills, Nadia. And I've actually talked with Nadia a little bit. She seems really nice. She actually invited me to another one of her Discords, and she seems really, really nice. I'm excited to have a matchup with her first week of this season. Her team is interesting. So we'll take a look here. You can actually see all the way to the far left. I went ahead and put her entire roster up on this little overlay here. She's got Urshifu, Dark, Jirachi, Gardevoir as her Mega, Garchomp. I know Frozen will love that. Crobat, Thundurus, not the Therian form, the base form. Centiskorch, Avalugg, Seismitoad, Lilligant, and Zangoose. Really interesting team. I had to get really creative with the way I built my team too. To start with, because of Urshifu. Let's take a look. Urshifu is a new Pokemon. It's fighting Dark type. It's still brand new, so there's so many different ways that she could use it that I just won't be prepared for. But the one thing I know for certain, is it is 4 times weak to Fairy. And I do have a very good Fairy type. Now, Tapu Bulu isn't known for its speed, so what I went ahead and did here is I made sure I put a Scarf on it. I gave it a good EV spread to make sure that I am fast enough with the Scarf, but not too fast. I don't need to use more speed EVs than I need to. And I maxed out special attack, gave him a little bit of bulk and defense, and a little bit in HP. And I'm actually running a special set instead of a physical set, which I think is going to catch her off guard, because Tapu Bulu doesn't get physical Fairy type coverage. He does not get access to play rough. So I do need that 4 times Fairy type coverage. I did go ahead and pick up Dazzling Gleam. I got Hidden Power Ice for 4 times coverage because she's got that Garchomp. It'll be 4 times weak to Ice type coverage. And I ran Calx Hidden Power on Hidden Power on Garchomp only does a couple % more damage than Dazzling Gleam. But you never know. I've lost matches on 2% before, so it's worth having just in case. Giga Drain for a little bit of health restoration and also stab, and Hyper Beam because I needed another attack. So I just threw Hyper Beam on there. You never know. Maybe I'll get a chance to click it. Who knows? So this is the set I have on Tapu Bulu in prep for Urshifu. As I have Terrakion, which outspeeds at 208 for speed EVs and can OHKO with close combat. So that is what I am bringing on Terrakion in preparation for it as well. Next, she has Jirachi. Jirachi I can Pursuit Trap with Muck. The thing I do have to be careful about is if she runs a Iron Head Serene Grace set, she could just keep Iron Heading Muck into oblivion with those flinches. So that's something I do need to be hyper aware of. But I can do a ton of damage by Pursuit Trapping and just clicking Knockoff. So those are things that I am going to keep in mind going into this match. I also have Poison Jab to deal with some of her poison type weaknesses. She's only got a couple, but they do exist. Gardevoir, for example, is susceptible to both the Pursuit Trap and the Poison Stab. So Poison Jab actually OHKOs. I don't even need to bring Gunk Shot for this matchup. Poison Jab OHKOs based off my damage calcs. An Ice Punch in case she tries to switch into Garchomp. She might see Muck she might be like, oh, I need to go into a ground type. I brought Ice Punch to try and predict that switch and hit her with some 4 times effective ice, which will do a big chunk. I don't think it'll kill, but it will do a big chunk. Also to deal with Jirachi, I have Heatran, and if you look at this stuff for Heatran, it's fucking wild. I have Magma Storm, which I am not investing in special attack at all. I'm running Iron Head and Stone Edge, so I do have a physical set, and I have a lot of physical attack investment. That's because Iron Head can OHKO with this investment, can OHKO Gardevoir. Magma Storm can OHKO Jirachi. We do have the Fire EMZ just to make sure, in case I'm worried about accuracy. And then Stone Edge can OHKO Thundurus, Scorch. Magma Storm can OHKO Avalugg and Lilligant. And the only thing it really, like, it can't OHKO Crobat with Stone Edge, which is a little disappointing because Crobat is flying type, but Crobat's surprisingly bulky, physically at least. I can't OHKO with Stone Edge, but I can do a big chunk of damage, so that's great. That's something that I think this set is something that's going to catch her off guard. Most people don't expect to see a mixed Heatran. Then I have Will-O-Wisp just in case I want to, nuke someone's attack. Next is Gardevoir. I already went into Gardevoir. Muck and Heatran are there to deal with Gardevoir. They both can do it. They can both OHKO pretty easily. Garchomp, I have Tapu Bulu. I have speed investment, so I can outspeed as long as she doesn't Scarf. As long as she doesn't Scarf Urshifu or Garchomp, Tapu Bulu outspeeds both of them. And while Tapu Bulu can't OHKO, if Tapu Bulu is full health, it can survive like a Poison Jab or something like that if she brings it on Garchomp, and then it is a guaranteed 2-hit KO. So that's good. Garchomp, I am actually a little worried about, if I'm being perfectly honest. If she gets out there and Swords Dances without Garchomp, she could really punch a big hole in my team. It is something I am going to be very, very conscientious of, and I am kind of concerned about it, if I'm being completely honest. But I also have Latias. Latias outspeeds with this speed investment. Has enough bulk to deal with a lot of other things, and Ice Beam fucking obliterates Garchomp. Just completely wipes it off the face of the earth. So that's great. We're also bringing Energy Ball, so we can OHKO Seismitoad if she decides to bring that for some reason, because Latias will be a really solid switch in for ground type stab Seismitoad attack. I can predict that, switch in with Levitate, and then Revenge Kill with Energy Ball. And I don't really need any stab from Latias for this matchup. I don't need any Psychic or Dragon type coverage really to deal with anybody. This set is all I need. Ice Beam, Energy Ball, Roots, and Defog. I know I'm not really using my Mega probably to the full extent that I could, but this is all I really need her for. The next Pokemon that I prepped for is Crobat again. 2-hit KO from Heatran. Crobat can't do a damn thing to Heatran, so I'm not worried about that. And then Tracheon. Doesn't outspeed, but can basically tank any attack from it, and then, proceed to kill with Rock Slide, assuming we don't miss. But it is Pokemon, so we probably will. We'll see what happens. Probably shouldn't have said that right before my match. I probably just jinxed myself. But whatever, we'll just deal with it when it gets here. Next is Thundurus. Thundurus, we actually brought Diggersby for. If we want to predict that electric type attack, we get an immune switch in. We can do a big chunk of damage with quick attack, up to 60%, or we can just go ahead and click Ice Punch OHKOs with huge power choice band. And just having stab, quick attack, huge power choice band is just nice to have in the back. If we can get rocks up and get enough chip damage off, we can kill a lot of things just by going into Diggersby and clicking quick attack. So that's something really good to have in the back. Also for Thundurus, we have Tracheon. Tracheon can tank anything, unless it's a nasty plot on Focus Blast. So she would have to be at +2. It's the only way she can OHKO Tracheon. And we can OHKO with Rock Slide. So we just got to make sure we don't let that Thundurus set up. That's the big thing here. And Thundurus is really fast though. We don't outspeed this with anything but Aku. And Hidden Power Ice isn't going to do a ton of damage to it. So we really don't want to find ourselves in that position. Next is Scorch. Scorch isn't that much of a concern. Heatran checks it easily. It can't do anything to Heatran. And then Tracheon handles it well too. Santa Scourge is like not even on our radar. Avalug can be a little bit of a problem for us. If she brings body press Avalug, she can do big damage to Heatran with that body press. But we can Oko with Magma Storm, but it is 75%. So if we miss, that'll be trouble. But you know, sometimes you gotta roll the dice. I like going big with damage. If you lose on RNG, that's just the way it is sometimes. And then Terrakion. Terrakion can't Oko Avalug because obviously it's just a physical monster. But if we are +2, we do Oko with close combat. Next is Seismitoad. Seismitoad, we're really not too much worried about either. Latias checks it pretty easily. Aku Okos easily. I mean, I'm really not too concerned about it. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt me, but I'm really not too concerned about Seismitoad. Lilligant, we check easily with Heatran and Muck. Can't really do much to either of those. And finally, Zangoose, which was her last pick. We deal with Terrakion pretty easily as well. Again, not really concerned about Zangoose. So this is our team. We got an interesting team with some interesting spreads. We made sure to be really smart with our EVs here, not to overinvest in speed anywhere, only investing as much speed as we need to kill our matchups and outspeed our matchups. And then investing elsewhere to add additional bulk and power. So I feel like we have some fun stuff in here. We can get rocks up with Terrakion. Life Orb does really good damage even without a buff, but if we want a buff, a +2 Life Orb Terrakion just can destroy everything. So that's really good. This set isn't overpowering, but it's mixed, it's unexpected, and Will-O-Wisp can make my team extra bulky, which will be nice. Drip's great for pursuit trapping, really good special attacks switching because of that. Assault Vest, it's really bulky. We can get a lot of stuff poisoned with Poison Touch, and Stab Poison does a lot of damage. Ice Punch gives us good ice type coverage for a few of our mons. We could even use this as a counter to Thundurus, because if Thundurus is running a special set, if it does go +2, we can go into Lowland Muck. We can tank a couple hits and get a couple ice punches off. Like, we could be okay there. Tapu Bulu, very specific set. Only going to be useful against a few Pokemon, but it is built to be fast. It is built to hit the things that we are most afraid of, like Urshifu, and revenge kill things like Urshifu, and get good chunk damage off on Garchomp. So that's what that's there for. And same for Latias. Latias is built specifically to deal with a couple threats. It's there as a defogger, and it's there to just, you know, be a wall. It's very bulky, and with that roost we can make sure we keep it healthy. And then Diggersby, we keep it in the back for priority. Priority stab. It just does a ton of damage. I mean, that's pretty simple. And that's my team. That's what I've built for this. I feel pretty good about this matchup. I didn't lose any of my mocks, but that doesn't mean I won't lose to her. She knows her team better than the people that I mocked against. Obviously, she drafted it, and I'm sure she's been practicing and preparing too. So we'll see how this goes. My match is in about 40 minutes. I will probably be streaming that live, and I'll just clip it and edit it into this little video here. So yeah, hopefully I can pull this off. Let me see if I can. Actually. And then after we do this, we're actually going to be doing some BGC double stuff. Thank you for the follow, Fan Poke Bro. I appreciate it. And Pokey Bro. I'm sure it's Pokey Bro, not Poke Bro. I don't know why I read it like that. Alright, yeah. She wants me to go ahead and send her an invite, and so I shall. And then I gotta post a link in the Draft League Discord before we get going. But yeah, is this battle? It is. It is for RDL. Actually, it's exactly what it's for. Let's turn this music up a little bit. Yeah, it's for the Royal Draft League, Season 6. That's what this match is for. Let me go ahead and grab this link and post it in the Discord for the cheer section. Actually, it looks like Nadia is doing it right now. Yep. Alright, she's got it. Alright. How do we want to lead this here? So, she brought Urshifu, Crobat, Thunderous. God, that Garchomp is so scary. Alright. We brought enough speed to handle this thing. So the question is, how important are these rocks to me? Because... let's just click it. Let's just get those rocks up. Those rocks are really important. At least I have valued them in my head very highly. Actually, maybe not. Maybe we should just click a button here. Well, she's probably gonna switch, so let's just go ahead and get the rocks up. We should probably go into Garchomp, right? Do I want to just click into Drashi? All right, well, we got our rocks up. I didn't say rocks off, I said rocks up, all right? All right, I wonder what kind of set she's running on this thing. I always get so nervous for these matches. It's ridiculous. Let's just do this, right? Well, that's annoying. Maybe we should just click knock off in case she does go for Iron Head hacks. That is something we were worried about that we talked about? No, okay, so she went right into U-turn. So that's good damage right there. That's really good damage. Yeah, she said she forgot Pursuit was a thing. It's because it wasn't a thing. It's only a thing again because of the draft league that we're in allows legacy moves, so Pursuit trapping is a thing. Alright, so how should we deal with this Seismitoad? I mean, she's probably going to click a ground type move, right? So do we want to go into Aku Aku to get the Grassy Terrain up, or do we just want to do the immune switch? She might have Ice Beam on this thing. Either way, we're just going to do this. Rocks, okay. That's fine. We're just gonna do this. Oh, that's an unfortunate miss. And we brought coverage specifically for this thing. On this. Like this is how we planned on using this. This is specifically how we planned on using this. So if she leaves this thing out, which she's thinking about it, it's going to die. Hopefully she's not watching. Because if she is, I just foiled my own plan. Oh, okay, or she has that. That's... okay. Interesting. Okay, so... who does she go into to avoid grass? Probably into Crobat, right? So I'm pretty sure Ice Beam kills from here, so we're just gonna click Ice Beam. Big damage right here. This thing definitely outspeeds, but we are, I mean, I don't think it can do that much to us, to be honest. click this again. Oh, we do outspeed. Oh my god. She did not have a speed investment. She did not have speed investment on that bat. Interesting. Okay. So this thing is fucking terrifying. Where do we want to go from here, I guess is the question. This thing is so hard to account for because it's so new. She could have any number of things on this. We're gonna do this. Okay. And she'll probably go into what? Thunderous? Oh god, not this fucking thing. I've been so terrified of this thing. Like seriously, this thing is absolutely frightening. Alright. This thing is so terrifying. Alright, well I mean this is what we brought this for, right? I mean this is why we brought this. It only does a little bit more than Dazzling Gleam. Maybe we don't want to reveal this yet, though. Maybe we should click Dazzling Gleam so we don't reveal Hidden Power, because we could use Hidden Power on Thunderous. Does this thing get Poison Jab? I'm pretty sure it does. But we outspeed. So, I guess the question is, can we live one Poison Jab from this? No, we can't. We can't live a single Poison Jab from this thing. So do we go? We don't want to go into this. We're just gonna click Dazzling Gleam and just do some damage. Oh, there goes Aku Aku. That's fine. Oh, actually, we needed that to deal with Urshifu. That was really stupid. We did need that to deal with Urshifu. That was really, really dumb. We shouldn't have let that die. This should kill. Yeah, we needed that to deal with Urshifu. It was a misplay. That was a big misplay. We're just gonna have to deal with Urshifu some other way. I don't know how, but we'll have to figure it out. Actually, Terrakion still checks Urshifu, so we might still be okay. Do not believe that it is. All we've seen is a single U-turn from the Urshifu. And we have no idea if it's scarfed. It might be. If it's scarfed, we're in big trouble. If this thing is scarfed, we are in very big trouble. I have no idea if it is or not, though. If this thing is scarfed, we are so screwed. Oh my god. Alright, we're just gonna click it and see what happens. It's scarfed. Oh no! This is over. This is over. We lose outright. We lose outright to this thing. Yeah, we lose outright to this thing now. Actually, you know what? It is defense down. A U-turn might do it. Or a quick attack from Diggersby. That might be it. Well, it is scarfed, so we know it's locked into close combat, right? Like, we know it's locked into close combat. So we do this. Maybe we should... How much does close combat do to us here? Say you're 252 attack, huh? So now we know it's scarfed. That doesn't do much to us. We're just gonna go ahead and click... What do we want to click? We'll click Ice Beam, because nothing wants to eat an Ice Beam. Not a single thing wants to eat an Ice Beam on this team. It's the Dark Bear. No, we don't have anything to deal with this. We can't hit it with Psychic because it's Dark type, so... But that's why we didn't bring Psychic. Specifically for that reason. Yeah. Why wouldn't they allow it? Is it banned in a lot of places? So our Tapu Bulu wouldn't have mattered anyways, because it would have outsped our Tapu Bulu. And if it had Poison Jab, it would have OHKO'd with Poison Jab. The Dark Bear is banned in OU. It was quick banned. Well, nope. They let it in this one. 3 Wishes. Oh, I love that name. Okay. So, the question here is... Let's roost once. Oh shit, that fucking hurt. Alright, so we'll go into drip. Oh, that's terrifying. That is not good. Okay. I mean, Muck is really bulky here. And this is gonna do a lot of damage, as long as we don't get fully paralyzed. This draft is nuts. It's crazy. As long as we don't get paralyzed, this Ice Punch is gonna do a lot of damage. I'm hoping it scares her off and switches into Garchomp, because I think Ice Punch might OHKO, or at 38% it definitely kills. Jesus, that did a lot of damage. Poison. I didn't expect her to click Thunderbolt again. Alright. Alright, so we have a couple options here. We could go into the obvious play is we go into Diggersby and we click Quick Attack. Another thing we could do here is we could go into Krakatoa. She might try to preserve Thunderous because of its speed tier and its ability to check Latias. Actually, Urshifu can do the same thing. I don't see how we beat that Urshifu. That's the problem right now. I have no idea how we beat that Urshifu. Unless we go into Krakatoa, we try to predict a switch, and we click Will-O-Wisp. But that one punch move, the crit one, ignores burns, so it doesn't matter. So we just gotta go into Lola and click Quick Attack. I don't see how we beat Urshifu. See, I don't think we can beat Urshifu. I don't see any way. I don't see any way it happens. Quick Attack only does 44% here. Do we predict? Do we try to predict here a close combat? Because we have a normal type out. And then go into Latias to eat the close combat. We're at 40% with Toxic. Close combat does about 31%, so we die. We would die here. I think we just gotta click Quick Attack again. We're choice banded. Yeah. I have an idea. I have an idea. We are going to roost here. She's going to go into Thunderous. And then we switch into Heatran. She dies from Life Orb recoil. And then Heatran is out there. So then she's going to have to click Close Combat again if she wants to kill Heatran. And then she's locked into Close Combat. And then I go back into Gulfstream, and that's my win con. That's my win con. Because if she doesn't click Close Combat here, yeah, if she doesn't click Close Combat here, she can't kill Heatran. I don't know what kind of coverage this thing has. Also, hey Frozen. I don't know all the coverage this thing has. So we're just gonna do this. We live, and then we hit her with our Z move. Please die. Holy shit. I cannot believe we just pulled that off. That was so good. Cannot believe we pulled that off. Thank you so much for the bits, Anna. Close combat. The range was 25 to 32% with max attack investment. God, when I saw she had that thing scarfed, I thought there was no way. I was like, "There's no way. There's no way this is over." I was not prepared for a scarfed Urshifu, but the scarf ended up being the reason we won.